ChillbrewRadio
The air is thick with hurried friendly sounds as laughter echoes off the wooden mounds. I watch the crowd of faces spinning near and filter out the whispers that I hear. The gentle chaos flows around the seats, reflected light upon the noisy streets. But suddenly the volume starts to drop the moment that my searching senses stop. There's so much static noise within this space, but nothing else can interrupt your grace. My heart is tuning out the drumming sound the instant that your gaze can now be found. It's 30 feet of polished floor and glass, a gentle current that will let the moment pass. The way you look at me across the line, it makes the entire universe align. You don't need words or anything to say, just silent beams that steal my breath away. A tiny window in the afternoon, where just the light from you arrives too soon. I see your mouth begin to curl and rise, a silver sunlight shining in your eyes. The awkward tension melts inside my chest. It's like my weary spirit gets a rest. The way you hold that patient, steady stare, dismissing all the people standing there. It's like we mapped a signal clear and true, a frequency reserved for me and you. There's so much static noise within this place, but nothing else can interrupt your grace. My heart is tuning out the busy beat the second that the glance makes us complete. It's 30 feet of polished floor and glass, a gentle current that will let the moment pass. The way you look at me across the line, it makes the entire universe align. You don't need words or anything to say, just silent beams that steal my breath away. A tiny window in the afternoon, where just the light from you arrives too soon. If every wall between us fell tonight, the message would remain just clear and bright. It's not a secret or a hidden need, it's just a steady promise that we read, a soft reply across the open air, a peaceful conversation resting there. It's 30 feet of polished floor and glass, a gentle current that will let the moment pass. The way you look at me across the line, it makes the entire universe align. You don't need words or anything to say, just silent beams that steal my breath away. A tiny window in the afternoon, where just the light from you arrives too soon. Just the light from you arrives too soon. That 30-foot conversation meant for me and you. stop falling down. Just checking my phone in this sleepy old town. You walk to the counter, your focus intent on the bill and the change that the clerk only lent. You turn to the window, a quiet silence, and asked if the weather had left us bereft. I mumbled an answer, perhaps a bit shy, about sunlight returning eventually high. It wasn't a poem, no deep melody, just weather and work, the banality. But somewhere between the small talk and sighs, I heard something echo deep in your eyes. The world had a color I'd never defined because of the very first words you designed. We talked about coffee, too bitter, too hot. The book on the table, the plot it had got. Your hand traced the coaster, a rhythm so low, and the easy exchange made the minutes just go. I learned you love music that nobody knew, and hated the noise that the busy streets threw. And though it was nothing profound or complex, my heart started beating outside of its checks. It wasn't a poem, no deep melody, just weather and work, the banality. But somewhere between the small talk and sighs, I heard something echo deep in your eyes. The world had a color I'd never defined because of the very first words you designed. If I hadn't lingered that minute too long, if the barista hadn't brewed the order so wrong, we might have just missed this connection we made. A delicate secret that time cannot fade. Just two separate orbits that briefly had spun, collided in silence until the words run. It wasn't a poem, no deep melody, just weather and work, the banality. But somewhere between the small talk and sighs, I heard something echo deep in your eyes. The world had a color I'd never defined because of the very first words you designed. Just hello and a shy little glance, the start of our story, the beautiful chance. Oh, the very first words you designed, the tilt of the world redefined. We weren't searching for the lightning flash, no sudden fire, no dramatic crash. We just kept talking through the afternoon beneath the pale, unhurried summer moon. It felt like finding a familiar chair, a peaceful spot beyond the rushing glare. I never felt the need to make my case, just quiet comfort etched upon your face. I didn't mark the day the feeling changed, the scenery around us rearranged. It wasn't one great leap, but gentle was the unhurried current that caught me, the slow tide of your presence that taught me not a fast car ride but a long walking pace. Finding my permanent peaceful landing space. I didn't fall head first, I just leaned in slow, watching the quiet certainty start to grow. You let me turn the pages at my speed. You saw the smallest unexpressed need. You mapped the lines I never meant to show, and loved the parts that took the most to know. We built this shelter brick by patient brick. No magic spell, no urgent sudden trick. And now I know the way the light will fall, the kind of knowing that includes it all. I didn't mark the day the feeling changed. The scenery around us rearranged. It wasn't one great leap but gentle sway. I found I missed you at the close of every day. It was the unhurried current that caught me, the slow tide of your presence that taught me not a fast car ride but a long walking pace. Finding my permanent peaceful landing space. I didn't fall head first, I just leaned in slow, watching the quiet certainty start to grow. Maybe I've known the kind of love that burns too hot, the kind of rush that always leaves a knot. But this one's gentle like the morning air, a steady promise that you'll always share. I wouldn't trade this calm and quiet grace for any whirlwind love or hurried chase. It was the unhurried current that caught me, the slow tide of your presence that taught me not a fast car ride but a long walking pace. Finding my permanent peaceful landing space. I didn't fall head first, I just leaned in slow, watching the quiet certainty start to grow. I just leaned in slow, the quiet certainty starts to grow. The unhurried current, now I know, leaned in slow. Talked about the weather in the shade of afternoon. It felt like just another easy conversation soon. I never watched the clock when you were sitting by my side. Just comfortable silence, nothing we had to hide. I thought our steps were parallel, two roads that ran the same. I never knew the moment when you whispered out my name. But when you reached across the table just to set things right, I saw a kind of steady warmth I hadn't noticed shining bright. I swear the world got softer in the space where we belong. And suddenly the simplest songs became my favorite song. It wasn't fireworks, a sudden crash into the deep, just gentle promises that steady love can keep. I didn't tumble headlong, I just walked across the line, finding 3 degrees of certainty that you are truly mine. Oh, I just walked across the line. best I'd ever felt alive. I watched you leaning sideways, singing lyrics just a bit off key, and realized that my future wasn't something built for me. It just looked a lot like the sweet reflection in your eyes, a soft and unexpected blue surprise. And when the sun was fading, turning gold across the street, I felt my cautious heart admit that you were incomplete until you came and settled every worry in my soul, making the broken map of me suddenly whole. It wasn't fireworks or sudden crash into the deep, just gentle promises that steady love can keep. I didn't tumble headlong, I just walked across the line, finding 3 degrees of certainty that you are truly mine. Oh, I just walked across the line. They say that fast affection always burns out in a flash, but this slow ember turning never happened in a crash. It took its time to settle, rooted deep beneath the soil, a quiet kind of beauty born of patience and of toil. No urgency to chase, no mountain left to climb, just standing still within the beauty of this rhythm and this time. It wasn't fireworks, a sudden crash into the deep, just gentle promises that steady love can keep. I didn't tumble headlong, I just walked across the line, finding 3 degrees of certainty that you are truly mine. Yes, I just walked across the line. 3 degrees of certainty, truly mine. A soft and steady certainty. The coffee machine is loud today, the hurried murmur crowds the way. I watch the sunlight split the floor and think I've seen this scene before. My mind is drifting far from here, wrapped up in something unclear. Then through the din of glass and sound, my wandering thoughts are finally bound. I look from 20 feet of air, a silent promise that you care. The whole room fades to just a blur, and suddenly I know what for. It's more than just a passing stare. It's like you handed me the key to everything you meant to be, across the space between you and me. The world outside begins to slow in the specific way you know. You don't need gestures big or quick, just one small smile to do the trick. You make me feel completely seen, washed in a hopeful gentle sheen. No heavy language, no demands, just quiet grace within your hands. That look from 20 feet of air, a silent promise that you care. The whole room fades to just a blur, and suddenly I know what for. It's more than just a passing stare. It's like you handed me the key to everything you meant to be, across the space between you and me. The way you tilt your head so slight, it's a secret shared in perfect light. It cuts the distance like a wire and lifts my every spirit higher. We don't need to speak a single word, it's the clearest message I have heard. That look from 20 feet of air, a silent promise that you care. The whole room fades to just a blur, and suddenly I know what for. It's more than just a passing stare. It's like
sitting near the window pane, just watching clouds reflect the coming rain. My book was open but I didn't read, I only thought about the thing I need. The air was thick with things I wouldn't say, I practiced speeches I would throw away. You looked up quickly catching my own sight, and for a moment held the fading light. My heart was knocking like a restless drum, I knew the critical moment had now come. A million thoughts were blurring in my head, and then the silence lifted when you said, it was just a breath, a simple sound, the quietest word on solid ground. But that single hello you gave to me was the moment the whole wide world opened free. It wasn't poetry, wasn't a rhyme, just a turning point in space and time. A simple verb delivered sweet and slow, the only way we had to start to grow. We spoke of trivial things that day, the common worries that just drift away. The gentle way you shifted in your chair and asked if I believed in chance or prayer. I didn't notice clocks or passing cars, my universe shrank down to where you are. The simple answer, light and true, tied together by that little word from you. The anxious feeling vanished from the scene, and everything became a gentle green. The quiet pressure finally disappeared, all because a tiny word was clear. It was just a breath, a simple sound, the quietest word on solid ground. But that single hello you gave to me was the moment the whole wide world opened free. It wasn't poetry, wasn't a rhyme, just a turning point in space and time. A simple verb delivered sweet and slow, the only way we had to start to grow. Now we count the seasons that have passed and wonder how a start can move so fast. To think that all this history and grace depended on the air of one small space. If I had moved too quickly down the street, we never would have had this life so sweet. Just hello, the sound of everything starting, you know, that little word so calm and low, the only way we had to start to grow. A simple verb, just hello. Thick with chatter and perfume. Another Tuesday night inside this crowded room. The noise is a symphony of forgettable sound, spinning me quickly till the world turns around. But then my eye catches the soft light you're holding, a quiet confession that doesn't need scolding. You're talking to a friend, your posture is leaning, but still I know exactly what your look is meaning. It's the anchor in the crowd, the secret we keep, a promise held steady while the world falls asleep. From 30 feet away, or maybe it's 50, the careful way you look right through and ride with me. It's a message that only my heart understands, held silently between your eyes and my hands. Just one glance across the space that's divided, and suddenly the truth is completely sighted. I watch the slight tilt of your head when you smile. And every conversation we've had for a while is woven right into the patient attention that requires no words and no vocal mention. It's not just seeing me here in the moment, it's seeing every battle that I've been led. It's just recognition, slow and so gentle, a private agreement, completely essential. It's the anchor in the crowd, the secret we keep, a promise held steady while the world falls asleep. From 30 feet away, or maybe it's 50, the careful way you look right through and right with me. It's a message that only my heart understands, held silently between your eyes and my hands. Just one glance across the space that's divided, and suddenly the truth is completely residing. There's a perfect right angle between where we are standing, but the distance that divides is instantly disbanding. It doesn't matter who is talking beside me, your focus is the only thing guiding me. You draw a quiet line straight from your eyes to mine, and for a second, darling, everything is fine. It's the anchor in the crowd, the secret we keep, a promise held steady while the world falls asleep. From 30 feet away, or maybe it's 50, the careful way you look right through and right with me. It's a message that only my heart understands, held silently between your eyes and my hand. Just hold the light across the floor, that silent moment, nothing more. Just hold the light across the floor and pull me gently back to shore. Anchor in the crowd. We always met by accident, just friends and nothing more, discussing simple sentences behind a closing door. I never thought to notice how you caught the quiet light, just sipping on a coffee till the early hours of night. There wasn't any signal, no dramatic shift in hue, just the easy, steady comfort of my time spent next to you. I kept my expectations small, I kept my corners neat, but darling, I forgot the way that water seeks the street. I'm falling sideways, slow motion, I swear, like tracing constellations in the humid air. This feeling wasn't ordered, it just arrived instead, a soft and unhurried current running through my head. I didn't leap, I only leaned and found you waiting there. Oh, the beautiful and gradual nature of falling in love with you. You talk about the novels that you read when you were young, and I just watch the effortless slow movement of your tongue. I memorized the pattern of the freckle on your wrist, the kind of quiet knowing that I didn't know I missed. It wasn't fireworks exploding, just a steady, clear belief that finding sanctuary could bring this sweet relief. We don't require the passion that arrives in hurried haste. Our story is a vintage wine designed for gentle taste. I'm falling sideways, slow motion, I swear, like tracing constellations
gently, but it pulls the water deep. A promise that I never meant to make, but wanna keep. I'm falling sideways, slow motion, I swear, like tracing constellations in the humid air. This feeling wasn't ordered, it just arrived instead. A soft and unhurried current running through my head. I didn't lead, I only leaned and found you waiting there. Oh, the beautiful and gradual nature of falling in love with you. Just falling, just leaning in. A beautiful and gradual place where our sweet life begins. Falling in love with you, slowly, gently, true. The world was moving at a slow, dull pace, just the low hum of traffic and the clock on the wall. I was tracing lines across a table space and listening for nothing in particular at all. Then you lean back, reading something strange, a joke scribbled in the margin of the page, and without warning, without even a stage, the atmosphere completely rearranged. Oh, it's that pocket full of chime cutting right through the slow time, a sudden high note, clear and true. The brightest little thing you do, that easy, quick, unexpected sound when everything else is muted and profound. It's your laughter, my secret melody, the simplest kind of perfect harmony. It doesn't crash or break the quiet mood, it's more like soft strumming on an old guitar, like a clean, gentle interlude, shaking loose the heavy thoughts of what we are. It's the only static I can tune into, the simple, sweet frequency I search for. Just two quick beats and the feeling is new, and suddenly I want nothing more. Oh, it's that pocket full of chime cutting right through the slow time, a sudden high note, clear and true. The brightest little thing you do, that easy, quick, unexpected sound when everything else is muted and profound. It's your laughter, my secret melody, the simplest kind of perfect harmony. The air gets lighter, ceiling looks taller. You don't even know you're putting on a show. It's just a whisper, then it gets a little smaller, a tiny burst of joy that makes the heavy stuff go. Just keep that rhythm coming, that gentle, sweet, delightful hum. Keep that soft rhythm coming until the morning light has come. Tracing the pattern on the worn out formica table. The air conditioner hummed a forgotten tune. Thinking about nothing important, just a schedule in the middle of an ordinary afternoon. My coffee had cooled down to lukewarm regret, a typical Tuesday I would usually forget. Then you push the the glass door and walked past the stack. Suddenly the background noise didn't talk back. The light hit the dust motes and made them all gleam, like I woke up right there inside a soft, easy dream. Filtered sunlight on the floor, that's all I remember, wanting more than just that second, quiet and slow. The very first time I saw you, you know, everything stopped, just a soft acoustic beat, right there where the sidewalk meets the street. You were looking for a book on the second shelf, didn't seem to notice me holding my breath. You tucked a stray piece of hair behind your ear, and suddenly every promise felt clear. Just a simple motion, gentle and slight, turning everything from gray into light. Filtered sunlight on the floor, that's all I remember, wanting more than just that second, quiet and slow. The very first time I saw you, you know, everything stopped, just a soft acoustic beat, right there where the sidewalk meets the street. It wasn't fireworks, no dramatic shift, just a subtle necessary gift. I didn't know the shade of blue I'd been shown before that breath. The world was monotone, soft strumming, low and slow. I didn't let that feeling go. Filtered sunlight, low and low, the very first time I saw you, you know. Calendar was marking time in gray. I had 100 things I had to say, but none of them were meant for anyone. Just routines running till the day was done. I carried quiet burdens like a shield, and kept the pathway to my heart concealed. Then fate walked in and grabbed me by surprise. My usual defenses fell apart. I didn't know the future had a start. It was just 4 letters long and soft upon the air, but that one simple hello was more than I could bear. It tore the curtain down that I had hung so high. The moment that you spoke, the whole world learned to fly. A monumental shift, the turning of the tide, because a single syllable was offered up inside. I think I watched the sunlight land upon the sleeve you wore the afternoon we spun. This thread is something delicate and new, the kind of color that I never knew. I can't recall the texture of the sound, as all my lonely boundaries came unbound. You didn't need a fancy phrase or plea, you simply offered up a word to me. A sudden clarity, a gentle chime, it felt like starting at the start of time. 4 letters long single syllable was offered up inside. I spent a lifetime practicing goodbye and learned the careful art of passing by. But all the cautious lessons turned to dust, replaced by instant wonder and by trust. No need for thunder, just a quiet key, and suddenly the door was open, waiting for me. It was just 4 letters long and soft upon the air, but that one simple hello was more than I could bear. It tore the curtain down that I had hung so high. The moment that you spoke, the whole world learned to fly. A monumental shift, the turning of the tide. Because a single syllable was offered up inside. 4 letters long, starting our song. Oh, that simple sound, the best word I have ever found. Hello, hello. The traffic light was stuck on red, counting down slow. I was running late for something I don't even know. Just staring at the pavement, chewing on a thought. Everything was neutral, everything was just what it's not. The city noise was just a filter, humming low and deep. The kind of day that promises more time to fall asleep. But then you looked up from that postcard in your hand. Suddenly the air felt different across the dusty land. I didn't hear a sudden chord, no orchestra played, just a quiet little promise that the gray might start to fade. And I knew, I just knew from that flicker in your eye that my life was just beginning underneath that sky. I noticed the way the light broke over your shoulder, making all the edges a little brighter and bolder. You had a tiny flower tucked behind your ear, something small and yellow, perfectly clear. You took a step, you tied your shoe, an ordinary thing, and I stood there, utterly captive, watching the peace you bring. And then you looked up from that postcard in your hand. Suddenly the air felt different across the dusty land. I didn't hear a sudden chord, no orchestra played, just a quiet little promise that the gray might start to fade. And I knew, I just knew from that flicker in your eye that my life was just beginning underneath that sky. It wasn't a big bang, no cosmic collision, just the quiet certainty of finding the right vision. The world snapped into focus after years of being blurred. The very first time I saw you, I didn't even say a word. Just that sunlight, just the street corner, quiet and small. Suddenly you were the reason for observing it all. Yeah, my life was just beginning underneath that sky. The day I caught the pocketful of sunlight in your eye, in your eye, in your eye.
coffee's brewing just past 9. The world outside is moving too fast. I'm staring at the dust motes dancing in the kitchen window light. And then I hear that little inhale before the thought can fully land. And I stop chasing every heavy shadow in this quiet morning land. That's the sunlight frequency. It cuts through the static, quiet and clean. My favorite sound recorded on a simple loop. It's got the perfect pitch of true relief. Just 1 second of that sound is all I need. A perfect breezy melody. Sometimes the wires cross and I feel low. I analyze the shadows as they grow. I get stuck inside the rhythm of the things I think I ought to know. But then you tilt your head back, let it go. A sudden unexpected chime. It's the highest note I know, the easiest tempo. A moment floating outside of time. That's the sunlight frequency. It cuts through the static, quiet and clean. My favorite sound recorded on a simple loop. It's got the perfect pitch of true relief. Just 1 second of that sound is all I need. A perfect breezy melody. It doesn't matter what the punchline was or who is talking then. It's the moment when the guard drops down again. A spontaneous, effortless melodic grace. It's the brightest filter on this ordinary place. That's the sunlight frequency. It cuts through the static, quiet and clean. My favorite sound recorded on a simple loop. It's got the perfect pitch of true relief. Just 1 second of that sound is all I need. A perfect breezy melody. Keep that loop playing, please. That easy sound right here with me. Oh, the sunlight frequency. Easy and light. The perfect breezy melody. I sat there waiting for the time to pass. A cheap umbrella leaning on the glass. My thoughts were scattered, static, gray and slow. I had no place specific I should go. I checked my watch and saw the second hand. But suddenly you stood upon the sand and asked a question about how to spell a simple word I knew a little well. This was the aperture moment, bright, a sudden unexpected light. Before the world began to spin, the place where loving could begin. I still recall the gentle way your voice decided to replay when my whole future rearranged just by the simple words we exchanged. We talked of films nobody else had seen, the kind of color hiding in between. We found the thread of some forgotten dream and pulled it taut across a silent stream. Imagined places where we both had lived, the perfect aperture moment bright, a sudden unexpected light. Before the world began to spin, the place where loving could begin. I still recall the gentle way your voice decided to replay, when my whole future rearranged just by the simple words we exchanged. It only took a minute and a half to share the lonely skin beneath the scarf. The small connection started to take hold, a story warmer than a tale of gold. And when you smiled, the daylight seemed to peak. We knew the second chances that we seek were waiting in the language we had found on that completely ordinary ground. This was the aperture moment bright, a sudden unexpected light. Before the world began to spin, the place where loving could begin. I still recall the gentle way your voice decided to replay, when my whole future rearranged just by the simple words we exchanged. Just the simple words we exchanged. And nothing was the same. The first few syllables of your name.
I was standing where the pavement cracks, counting the minutes, looking for tracks of a day that felt routine and slow. Just watching the usual mood or flow. Traffic light turned from amber to red, and I was somewhere thinking in my head about grocery lists and overdue calls. Then I looked past the storefront walls, and the noise went down to a whisper low. That's the first time I saw you. You should know. It was like a filter slipped over the ordinary day. Suddenly I felt exactly where I needed to stay. The frame rate shifted, everything clear and bright. Just you standing there in the afternoon light. You were pulling a book out of your tote, a silent little pause, a single note, the sleeve of your sweater, a subtle shade of gray. You didn't rush or try to get away, and all the things I thought I had to chase just disappeared to make room for your space. Like the music changed mid-song without warning, a gentle start to a brand new morning. The noise went down to a whisper low. That's the first time I saw you. You should know. It was like a filter slipped over the ordinary day. Suddenly I felt exactly where I needed to stay. The frame rate shifted, everything clear and bright. Just you standing there in the afternoon light. It wasn't a shockwave or a sudden loud sound, just a simple secret I was lucky to have found. A soft, quiet hum that settled in my chest, like the world deciding it could finally rest. And the noise went down to a whisper low. That's the first time I saw you. You should know. It was like a filter slipped over the ordinary day. Suddenly I felt exactly where I needed to stay. The frame rate shifted, everything clear and bright. Just you standing there in the afternoon light. In the afternoon light, the quietest start. Yeah, that was the first time.
chatter of the crowd is thick, 1,000 hurried faces pass. The counter lights are burning quick, reflecting back upon the glass. The humid air is slow and deep. I watch the weary shadows fall, while every promise that I keep is lost against the marble wall. But it's the quiet conversation we have from afar, like tracing a single line right back to where you are. That slow unfolding look that crosses the space, and suddenly I'm the only one in this place. Across the room, the world falls away from me, in the focus of your silent gravity. You never move, you only pause and cut right through the noise and dust, ignoring all the hurried laws. A silent promise built on trust. There's safety in the way you hold my gaze until the feeling starts. A story that can be retold without the need for speaking parts. Oh, it's the quiet conversation we have from afar, like tracing a single line right back to where you are. That slow unfolding look that crosses the space, and suddenly I'm the only one in this place. Across the room, the world falls away from me, in the focus of your silent gravity. The physics of the room are suddenly undone. We speak a language understood by only one. No need for movement, no steps to take or climb, just two still hearts existing outside of time. And though we stand apart, the distance cannot stay. You find a softer light to brighten up the day. And it's the quiet conversation we have from afar, like tracing a single line right back to where you are. That slow unfolding look that crosses the space, and suddenly I'm the only one in this place. Across the room, the world falls away from me, in the focus of your silent gravity. Just that look, slow and steady. I didn't know that I was ready, and the world keeps turning soft and deep, while the promise of your eyes I keep. The quiet
The paving stones knew my routine, 1,000 days the same old scene. I walked the line, I checked the clock, my inner life was locked in stock. I wasn't looking for a sign, just waiting for the rain to find. My thoughts were slow and measured grey, and nothing ever broke the day. It was only one word, 6 letters long, but suddenly the world was song. That little pause, that quiet sound was where my future could be found. Just hello, soft upon the air, and every moment settled there. The anchor lifted off the sea and pulled the real world up to me. I think the sunlight caught your hair, a moment fragile, sweet and rare. I didn't hear what came next though, my mind was caught within the glow. You asked about the time or weather and tied my scattered threads together. Your voice was low, a steady grace, the calmest feature in this place. It was only one word, 6 letters long, but suddenly the world was song. The little pause, that quiet sound, was where my future could be found. Just hello, soft upon the air, and every moment settled there. The anchor lifted off the sea and pulled the real world up to me. We save our breath for declarations vast, the promises we think are built to last. But all the turning of the page can happen on a quiet stage. A whispered greeting, nothing more than stepping through an open door and finding all the light inside where two completely separate roads collide. It was only one word, 6 letters long, but suddenly the world was song. The little pause, that quiet sound, was where my future could be found. Just hello, soft upon the air, and every moment settled there. The anchor lifted off the sea and pulled the real world up to me. Just hello, still ringing true, the best thing that I ever knew. The quietest start, just hello, the quietest start. Air conditioning was too loud, I felt awkward standing in the crowd. I tried to look completely unaware while hoping that you'd linger there. I held my breath and counted slow, watching the place where footsteps go. The world was busy, spinning fast, a future moment waiting to be cast. It wasn't the weather, the time, or the place, it was the wonder written on your face. Just 17 seconds of sweet small talk, the starting line upon our sidewalk. It felt like the flip of a calendar sheet, making everything perfectly complete. The first time I heard your voice near my ear, that's the one conversation I hold dear. You leaned across the counter rail, a gentle breeze behind the veil. You asked if I was waiting too, and suddenly the colors flew. I stumbled, tripping on my name, afraid of giving up the game. You laughed, a light and lovely sound, and planted me right on the ground. It wasn't the weather, the time, or the place, it was the wonder written on your face. Just 17 seconds of sweet small talk, the starting line upon our sidewalk. It felt like the flip of a calendar sheet, making everything perfectly complete. The first time I heard your voice near my ear, that's the one conversation I hold dear. We've built a library with all the words since then, discussed the why and how, the where and when again. We know the fears that keep us up at night, the dreams we chase with all our gathered might. We share the silence, easy and profound, but nothing holds the magic that we found. That fragile, perfect thread pulled tight beneath the cafe's easy light. It wasn't the weather, the time, or the place, it was the wonder written on your face. Just 17 seconds of sweet small talk, the starting line upon our sidewalk. It felt like the flip of a calendar sheet, making everything perfectly complete. The first time I heard your voice near my ear, that's the one conversation I hold dear. I hold it dear, that simple phrase you whispered near. The 17-second start, forever rooted in my heart. The start.
said. But then you looked across the room and let a tiny spark erase the gloom. A pure, unedited, sweet sound that seemed to gently lift the ground. That's the skipping stone melody, a simple, clear frequency. It smooths the wrinkles from the air. A sound I didn't know was there. Just light percussion, soft and low, where all the trouble static starts to go. If peace had a voice, it would sound like that, right where the sunlight lands inside. I don't remember what the joke was for, or the name of the film played on the floor. It was just the timing and the key that finally loosened something inside of me. You don't know the gravity it holds, or the quiet little story it unfolds. It's the easiest way for me to breathe, the only gentle rhythm I believe. That's the skipping stone melody, a simple, clear frequency. It smooths the wrinkles from the air. A sound I didn't know was there. Just light percussion, soft and low, where all the troubled static starts to go. If peace had a voice, it would sound like that, right where the sunlight lands inside. I don't need a thunderous, bold decree to prove what happiness should be. It's this tiny, effortless thing you do, a perfect echo, honest, light and true. Just acoustic guitar and soft strumming, the way your laughter keeps humming, keeps humming low, keeps humming low. My skipping stone melody in sweet simplicity. The library corner was quiet and dim, just the smell of old paper on every limb. I was marking my place in a novel I knew, waiting for Friday when the day was through. I wasn't looking for lightning or flash, just trying to gather the moment's soft dash. Then you moved past the stacks, just a shadow I saw, and stopped right beside me, defying the law of silent routines that I learned to obey. You had nothing important you needed to say, but you tipped your head sideways and smiled in the light, and broke the long silence with beautiful might. It was just one word, only 5 letters long, but suddenly everything felt right and strong. It wasn't a question, it wasn't a plea, it was the sound of everything starting for me. The quietest key that unlocked the whole door to a life I didn't know I was waiting for. That simple hello, whisper soft and low, was the place where the story began to grow. I think I forgot how to properly breathe, the way the sweet greeting began to interweave with the rhythm that lived just inside of my chest. It put every other small memory to test. I saw the light hit your eyes just right then, and I knew I would never go back there again, to the person who waited for things to unfold, because that single moment felt more precious than gold. I played the soft recording back in my mind, the most important sentence that I'd ever find. It was just one word, only 5 letters long, but suddenly everything felt right and strong. It wasn't a question, it wasn't a plea, it was the sound of everything starting for me. The quietest key that unlocked the whole door to a life I didn't know I was waiting for. That simple hello, whisper soft and low, was the place where the story began to grow. They say that the greatest foundations are made of bricks that are measured, carefully laid, but mine was built
built up in the space of a beat. When I heard that small sound, perfectly sweet, a delicate opening, a gentle turn of the lock, a moment that shattered the face of my clock. All the potential held deep in that breath you drew. A universe unfolding because of you. It was just one word, only 5 letters long, but suddenly everything felt right and strong. It wasn't a question, it wasn't a plea, it was the sound of everything starting for me. The quietest key that unlocked the whole door to a life I didn't know I was waiting for. That simple hello, whispered soft and low, was the place where the story began to grow.